let's go over the gunmen. And there were a whole bunch. So most of what people know about how many shots were fired and all that stuff is just pure fiction. I mean, they extracted at least 4 bullets from the freaking limo, by my calculations, there were at least 10 or 11 shots fired. Behind the pergola, which is that concrete structure, between the pergola and the fence, you have the guy on the left. His name is Dave Yaris. Dave Yaris is a longtime OG Chicago mob involved in the assassination of Mayor Anton Cermak in Miami. Basically, at the time, there was no more of an OG hitman than Dave Yaris. In the days leading up to the assassination, there's a series of phone calls between Jack Ruby, Dave Yaris, Robert Bernard Baker, and Lenny Patrick. Those 3 guys just happened to all be known mob hitmen having conversations with Jack Ruby. But there was one phone call in particular the night before the assassination between all 4 of these guys. These were alibi phone calls. These guys were all in Dallas. I was able to track their movements. Lenny Patrick from Chicago, Dave Yaris from Miami, Robert Bernard Baker from New Jersey. All 3 were in Dallas. And they were slick, having people make phone calls for them on their behalf to set up alibis. Pretty impressive stuff. But Dave Yaris was the shooter between the pergola and the fence. The guy on the right, that's Danny Green, the Irishman. Danny Green, the backstory to Danny Green, most people don't know this, but he went to war with the Cleveland mob. But prior to going to war with the Cleveland mob, he was part of the Cleveland mob. He was an Irishman, right? So he was not an Italian. So he was kind of, in the beginning at least, he was kind of kept at a distance. But so he was a sniper trainer in the Marines. When he gets out of the Marines, he goes to work for the Genovese family, working on the railroads in New York. Somehow he ends up making his way to Cleveland, where he goes to work for James Licavoli and a guy named Leo Mosseri.